Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of FFG Live. Today is kind of a special one because, as you may have seen at the in-flight report, we announced Marvel Champions, the card game, and we're going to check it out right here today. My name is Derek Shuck. I'm excited to be here. I am joined by Caleb Grace. How are you?
Hi. Doing well, thanks.
One of the designers on this game.
Yep.
Along with Michael Bongs.
Hey.
And Nate French, who is not here, but he is very excited about this game, as am I. If you are looking for kind of an intro to this, there's an announcement article on our website right now. Also, you can check out both the in-flight report and the after show we did to get kind of an overview of the game. Today, we are going to tackle a whole scenario, right? I want to walk you guys through my thought process for this. Okay? So Marvel Champions, a cooperative card game, cooperative living card game where we work together to defeat a villain. In the core set, there are three villains, right? You have Rhino, you have Claw, and you have Ultron, right? So I've noticed in a lot of some of the videos online, people have been checking this out. They've been playing against Rhino. I've played against Rhino. Rhino's very fun. It's a great way to learn the game, and it's fantastic. But then I saw today, and now he was kind of my plan. I was like, all right, we'll play against Rhino. And then today I saw in a Facebook group that people were like, oh, what are we going to see on stream? I hope we see Ultron. And then I thought, you know what? I'm here with two designers of the game. I'm an expert card player myself. I think we can kind of show off this game and defeat Ultron at the same time.
We can try.
We can try. So I put Ultron out here on the field. I don't know if people have seen Ultron, so I'm actually going to throw him up here. There's his lovely smiling face. So there's Ultron. I am playing as Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Michael, who are you playing as?
I am Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk.
And Caleb?
I'm going to be T'Challa.
Black
Panther.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
All right. And one of the interesting aspects of Marvel Champions is, of course, the aspects. It's every deck you can kind of choose one of four different aspects to throw in that kind of themes your deck a little bit, gives you a certain role. For example, I'm playing Peter Parker with the protection aspect, so I'm going to be playing defense for you guys essentially, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
We're
Michael.
going to need it.
She-Hulk and aggression, so I'm just going to be smashing face and destroying a bunch of drones.
Okay.
That's right. I'm running T'Challa with the justice aspect today.
Okay. Cool.
So I'm going to be stopping Ultron from completing his scheme.
Okay.
Hopefully.
All right, yeah. I think we're just going to try and jump into this. We're going to go a little bit slow. You know, we may go over like the phases. We may say, hey, it's my turn a lot. We're just going to try and get you guys an overview of how this works while still playing the game and beating Ultron. I'm sure we can do that. I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right.
I love how confident he is. The one person that hasn't played Ultron yet.
Yeah, no.
He's confident we can do it. Meanwhile, you and I are like, maybe.
So you guys are the experts. So I'm going to let you take us into this game a little bit. So how do we start a game of Marvel Champions?
Okay, when you start a game, you will find the villain you want to play against and their main scheme. The main scheme will have some contents instructions, which will tell you exactly what is in that villain's deck.
Sure.
It'll also give you some setup instructions, so maybe you have to put some things into play before the game begins. In this case, it tells us to put this Ultron drones environment into play. I'll put that up here.
Okay. That seems to be his kind of main gimmick.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. So Ultron's going to be putting these little drones into play from our deck. He's going to be taking the top card of our deck and putting them into play as enemies engage with us.
Sure.
And this kind of tells us what those drones do, what their stats are, what their abilities are.
Michael, you gotta talk to microphones,
Oh, sure.
not to the card.
Oh, sorry. Ultron will be racking up drones. We'll have to fight through those, and once you have the deck and the villain and the main scheme in play, you have all the set of instructions ready to go, then you can start
Okay.
fighting
Yeah,
against the villain.
we'll just flip the main scheme over to the
Sure.
B side. We could read the flavor first, I suppose.
Okay,
Give
well,
a little context.
Well, I mean, this is, so in the core set, it kind of builds from Rhino to
Sure.
Claw to Ultron, right? So essentially,
A little late for spoiler alerts.
I apologize. But essentially, in the core set, Ultron ends up being the big bad.
Yeah.
It says here, Claw's mysterious red-hooded employer is really the genocidal android Ultron. Kind of sounds like a punk to me. So we already have the setup here. I did that earlier. I put in the hardest cards in the game, as I was instructed to do.
Sure.
Right? No, I'm just kidding. We're playing on standard. It recommended the Under Attack modular encounter set, so you can kind of customize these decks a little bit with modular encounters. Gave me a recommended one. I just threw that in. I hope that's okay with you guys. And then once all that has been set up, which it has, we flip this guy over, and we immediately do something bad. One revealed.
Right.
Yep. Each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engaged with them as a drone minion.
There it
So
is.
we already lost a card from our deck, and that card has become an enemy, a minion. But they only have one threat, one attack, right?
Yeah, one hit.
One hit point. So I mean, they don't seem that tough to beat.
Not at first.
Okay, so now we draw up to our hand size. Is that right?
Yeah.
Are we at that stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get started. We've done all the setup stuff, and then we can just begin with our.
So my hand size is 6.
I'm pretty sure we're actually supposed to do the drone after our hand.
Oh, sure. I guess that
doesn't
may I. All right.
And for this first hand, you can take a mulligan. You
Okay.
can choose any number of cards from your hand that you don't want to keep and discard them, and then draw until you are back at your hand size.
I drew all my resources, like energy, vibranium, genius. Nothing to play with them, so I'm going to do a little mulligan.
Yeah, I think I am too. I have one of my best cards, Legal Practice, which lets me, I'll throw that up here, it lets me discard cards from my hand to remove threat from a scheme, but currently there is no threat on the main scheme, so it's not going to help me too much. Probably get rid of that one, and I think I might get rid of one more. Uppercut's really, really good, but I want to see if I can get set up first and get a few resources to kind of get my board state established a little bit more.
I'm just trying to remember how to play. Just kidding.
Just make it up as you go.
Yeah.
That's what I do for most things.
Oh, I know. All right, I'm tossing 3 cards.
Yep.
Drawing back up to 3, hoping this pays off.
All
Looking
right.
pretty good.
Do we draw back up before we shuffle the ones we're throwing back in?
You won't shuffle them. They just go into your discard.
They go into your
pile.
discard.
They just
Sorry,
go into your
sorry,
discard
sorry.
pile.
Okay.
Once you run out of cards in your deck, you will shuffle your deck, so they'll come back around.
Gotcha.
But initially, we just wanted to keep it very simple.
Sure. Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Easy enough.
And
Yeah, I've got a little setup ability on King T'Challa here. I get to go find a Black Panther upgrade.
Cool.
And I'm thinking that because we have so many drones,
Mm-hmm.
I might grab these energy daggers. So these are when I get to trigger them, I'm going to choose a player and I'm going to deal 1 damage to every minion engaged with that player. So that's
Oh, that seems real good.
going to be a good answer to some of these drones.
Yeah. I noticed in setting up your deck, you have a lot of answers in there, not only with T'Challa, but with the justice aspect as well. So hopefully that ends up helping us out.
You bet.
Just kind of randomly, how would you normally determine first player?
I think we usually arm wrestle for it.
Okay.
that's the official.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they told us to knock it off when we started breaking furniture.
Yeah. I think it's usually just whoever wants to go first.
Yeah, it is co-op, so it's really.
Right.
I don't think there's a hard rule. It's just
Sure.
as a group, you agree who you'd like to go first, and if you can't agree, you can flip a coin or something.
All right.
If you
Michael?
can't agree, though, really, are you playing with the right people?
Just randomly, I put the first token player by you.
That's fine with me.
That works.
So I'm
I'll
gonna
get
say
started.
sure.
So
So Michael's turn.
the first thing I'm going to do is flip to She-Hulk, and I'll actually put that up here. So the reason that I chose to play She-Hulk is because she has great stats, kind of low thwart value, but great attack, the highest attack I think of any hero in the core set. And her ability is, after you flip with her, you get to deal 2 damage to an enemy. So I flipped to She-Hulk, and I'm just gonna hit Ultron right away for 2 damage.
That seems like a great start. You
Yeah,
should know
yeah.
Ultron has started with 51 health.
51, 17 per player.
Yes, so now just down to 49.
Now down
so.
to 49. From
But you
there,
didn't read the flavor though. What she says to him when she.
that is, so the ability reads, do you even lift?
Yeah.
Response, after you change this form, deal 2 damage to an enemy.
Oh, I just wanted to hear She-Hulk ask Ultron. Do you even lift?
I'm sure he does. He's pretty ripped. I'm going to discard 2 cards from my hand to pay for this superhuman strength, and I'll put it up here. Superhuman strength is an upgrade that gives She-Hulk +2 ATK, so +2 attack power. But it has a forced response after I use her basic attack power. I discard that, and then I stun the enemy. And a stunned enemy, the next time they attack, they won't be able to. So I'm going to put this into play. I'm going to attack Ultron immediately, so I'll exhaust She-Hulk in the process, and I will deal 5 damage to Ultron. My
Not wasting
3
any
plus
time.
the
Yeah. It's gonna be a
plus
quick
the
game.
2. The forced response on this will trigger, which will discard it, and it'll put a stun token. Usually just set it up here by the villain.
Nice.
Awesome. And what does stunned do?
Stunned reads, says the next time this character would attack, discard this status card instead.
Okay.
So once we get to that villain phase, because I'm the first player, he's probably going to attack me first.
Sure.
So I just get to avoid all that damage.
I feel like you hit him hard enough that now he's wondering, like computing in his mind.
Yeah.
Should I lift?
Yeah. And I believe that's the end of my turn. I have a couple other cards here that are really good, but I don't have enough resources to pay for them. So
Sure.
I think I'm going to finish my turn, pass it to Caleb.
All right, cool. Well, Shuri's anxious to join the game. So Shuri is an ally that's unique to T'Challa. This is his sister.
Up here real quick.
Yep, she's 2 cost. I can cover that with provides 2 resources. So when she enters play, she's going to let me search my deck for an upgrade.
Okay.
And that's kind of Black Panther's thing, is getting all these Black Panther upgrades into
Sure.
play. So I think I'm going to grab the old Panther claws this time.
All right.
So these are really good for attacking the enemy.
Okay.
So now I've got both a way to attack Ultron directly and also to hit the minions. Although that just goes to my hand. I still have to get it into play.
Sure. There you go.
I'm not going to have resources to play all of these. Oh, maybe I do. Let's see. So Panther Claws, I pay for that with Vibranium. That's a double wild resource that's unique to Black Panther.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I also have the Energy Daggers that I grabbed earlier, and I'm going to use 2 cards from my hand to pay for that. Unfortunately, I don't have Wakanda Forever yet, so I can't use those just yet. But what I can do is flip over to Black Panther, and I think Shuri's going to help clean up some of these droids.
All right.
So she's got 1 attack, and why don't I take out the one in front of you there?
Oh, thank
Peter?
you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. It goes in my discard pile.
That's
correct?
right. Oh, now we get to see what
A swinging web kick.
Yeah, that's one of the subtle dangers of this
yeah.
scenario is you're losing some of your best cards
Yeah.
off the top of your deck. So she'll take a consequential damage
Sure.
for mixing it up with that drone. Then as Black Panther, I've got this retaliate keyword. Mm-hmm. Maybe want to throw that up real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Retaliate's pretty rad. Every time someone attacks me, they're going to take 1 damage, regardless of whether I take damage or defend or any of that, just for attacking me.
Sure.
You get a little taste of your own medicine. So that's actually a great way for me to deal with this drone that's going to attack me.
Okay. Yeah, for
So
sure.
if you want to pass me back there, I think what I will do actually is I will exhaust Black Panther and attack that drone over there in front of She-Hulk.
Oh, thank you.
So that's one of the
man.
fun things in this co-op games. We can
Ooh.
help each other out.
Got my Tiger back.
Yeah.
She's really
Hopefully
good.
she'll show up a little later.
Yeah. Very useful.
Yep. And that leaves me with 1 card in my hand. So I'm done. We're going to pass it to Peter Parker.
All right, yeah, sounds good. So I saw a question in the chat. You mentioned Black Panther saying kind of searching for those Panther upgrades. Do you, so at the start of the game, you can look for one.
Yep.
Do you draw your hand first, or do you look for that and then draw?
Well, I believe you draw your hand first. I believe
Okay.
all the
Yeah.
setup stuff comes at the end.
Awesome.
I'd actually have to reference to double
Sure.
check, make sure.
Cool. I don't think I'm going to have a turn as good as you guys, but I still feel like I can do
Well, we don't expect it. Yet.
Okay,
We've been
sure.
playing a little bit longer.
Sure, yeah. I am going to discard this energy card, get a couple resources there. I'm going to discard Get Behind Me, get a 3rd resource. And I feel like I can support you guys, so I'm actually going to use those resources to play this Helicarrier,
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
which can give
great
discounts
card.
to you guys should I use it. Limited to 1 per player, so you just can't go crazy with it, but still pretty good. And I have 3 cards left in my hand, and math-wise,
I don't know if it helps, but Peter Parker's ability might be useful.
yes. So I could,
Yeah, you get a couple of free resources on the
yeah,
table,
because I
right?
can use the Helicarrier
You can use
right
it
away,
immediately.
right?
Yeah.
There's no what they call summoning sickness
Sure.
in this game. Everything that you play is ready the moment it hits the table.
So just right here, I got 2 resources, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah. You have the ability and
Yeah. And then, yeah, you know what? Let's just go all out. I'm going to discard 2 more resources. 1 more resource. Webbed Up is a little expensive. So I'm going to discard that. So that's cheapens it by 1, 2. So I can play Black Widow.
There you go.
Yeah, I can
That might end up saving us.
Oh yeah.
Her ability
Yes.
is really good.
Yeah, she seemed
good.
real good, so I
Yeah.
kept her around. All right.
Yeah, so she basically has the ability to cancel a reveal.
Yes.
When it looks like it might really mess us up.
So,
and
like-
then have us reveal a different card.
I could use her right now to attack,
Right.
but I don't want to do that.
No.
Obviously, the better way to do it would be to save
think
her
so.
and hopefully save with a reveal. So you are in Black Panther form. You're in She-Hulk form. It seems to me, because we're about to get hit by Ultron, let's. I'm going to keep Peter Parker as Peter Parker, I think.
I don't remember. Ultron has this text. I just want to remember how it reads.
Sure.
Yeah, it triggers after Ultron attacks.
Right. So, it's attack specific. So you guys are going to get another drone in a second.
Well, I won't because he's stunned.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Power of stun.
Yeah, yeah. And it actually gives you a choice. You can either place one threat on the main scheme or take a drone.
Okay.
Yep. And since you're staying in alter ego
gonna
form,
stay in alter ego
you won't
form.
have to worry about that effect, but he will scheme when
Yes.
it comes to activating for you.
One little scheme. What's it going to hurt?
We should be okay.
Yeah, we'll be okay. So I'm going to call that the end.
Cool.
And I say we go on to the villain phase, correct?
Yeah.
So first,
Oh, first we draw
yep.
up. Let's draw.
You have
to
the
our hand
opportunity,
size.
if there's a card in your hand you don't want right now, you can discard any number of cards from your hand before drawing back
Okay.
to your hand size.
I want this card.
My hand size is just one smaller now that I'm in hero form.
Yeah, I am at 4 hand size from my 6 in Jennifer Walters. So I have a.
That's kind of an interesting space, is having the different hand sizes
It
for
is.
alter ego and heroes.
Yeah, She-Hulk takes a little bit to get used to. Her stats are so powerful, but the 4 hand size is pretty limiting. So
Sure.
figuring out how to play her optimally.
We should
is-
ready our characters and
Yes.
cards as well.
Already
Yes. Ready all that stuff.
Okay.
Oh, so I could have used Black Widow.
You
She
could have,
would've
but
read-
she would take
She would take the damage.
consequential damage.
Sure.
She only has 2 hit points. 'cause
Sure.
Her real strength comes from her interrupt ability.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
All right.
All right, so the first thing that happens here is
Yeah, we're on the villain phase now.
Yes.
Over here.
Yep.
the villain scheme.
Well, place
No.
threat on the main scheme.
Okay.
So if we look at this, I'll put this up here.
Sure.
For people to see again. We've got this value, this little pentagon shape, and that's the threat acceleration. So that's telling us to put threat on there, 1 per player.
Okay.
A little meeple symbol there is
Sure.
per player. So we will put 3 threat. We'll just grab this 3 and drop it on top.
Nothing.
And then we go on to the villain activating.
Okay.
He's going to go in clockwise order. He's going
Sure.
to look at which form we're in.
Sure.
If we're in hero form, we're kind of there to oppose him. So he's going to attack us because he doesn't want us to be
Sure.
there. And if we're in alter ego form, then that means that you're not there to stop him. So he can kind of do his scheme and put threat on his main objective. So for me, he's going to attack. I am She-Hulk. He tries to attack, but luckily I stunned him. So the attack doesn't resolve. He doesn't flip any boost cards. He doesn't trigger his ability. He just doesn't attack at all.
He's decided he's going to start lifting.
I think so. I think so.
He sees the merit in
Become
it
very
now.
introspective and like maybe
But he does recover in time to hit you.
yeah.
That's right. So he's going to get a boost card from me. I'm
Yep.
just going to ask you to deal it to him there.
Yep. So face down, correct?
Yeah, so now I have to decide, before we reveal it, I have to decide if I want to defend that or let it go undefended.
Sure.
If I let it go undefended, all the damage is going to go right onto Black Panther. I could defend and use my defense value to reduce the amount of damage I'm going to take. I could also ask Shuri to defend it for me, though
Sure.
she would probably not survive that.
Sure.
Since she only has 2 hit points left. I'm at full health though. Black Panther, he's a tough guy. He starts at 11. So I'm going to let this one go. However, what's the timing on the, is it after?
It's an after.
It's
So
after.
it's a
Okay, so I'm going to
response.
decide. Yep. So yeah, I'm going to let that go undefended, and we'll just see.
Attacking for 2 plus.
2 plus.
Oh, he has a little boost star here.
Okay.
So he's going to deal 2 damage to you from his attack. His boost will say deal 1 damage to each character you control.
Sorry, Shuri.
So she'll take a damage,
Ouch.
you'll take a damage, and then you'll get hit.
All right, so I go from 11 down to 9 from just his attack.
Can we walk this back real quick?
Oh,
just
sure.
so people know what we're looking at here. So in the bottom left corner there, you see that little star. So every time is going to attack, he gets a boost card. And what you're looking for on the boost cards are those little symbols down there in the bottom. Some have that little star, which indicates some kind of special boost effect.
Yep.
Other ones just have little symbols. I'm sure we'll see them.
It's like a little
boost
triangular caltrop
Yeah,
type
we'll
symbol.
see them again, and those simply add to the attack. So you're
Exactly.
never quite sure just how much damage is coming
It's
your
just
way.
going to add a little bit of tension to that moment. So yeah, he was 2 attack to my 0 defense, so I went from 11 to 9, but then the boost hit me for another one. So I'm at 8 hit points now, but I have retaliate, so I also hit him back.
So he's down to 44 hit
Yep.
points.
And now I have to choose, because these minions are also going to attack immediately after. But because I have retaliate, I'm feeling a little cocky. I'm just going to
Sure.
go ahead and take one.
Ultron's ability. Oh, you're taking one? One of the
Yeah.
minions? Okay.
I'm going to take one
I gotcha.
because these 1/1 minions,
Sure.
they're going to attack me after the villain, but they're only attacking for 1 at the moment, and
And
they're
then you
each
hit
going to
them back.
die from my retaliate because
Yeah.
Black Panther doesn't mess around. So I'm going to take 2 more damage from each of these and then retaliate against each as well.
Awesome.
So they're gone. Yep. Now he's going to activate for you.
Okay.
So he's going to get another boost card.
Sure.
But he's not attacking because you're not in hero form. He doesn't.
Yes.
He doesn't even know you exist right now.
Sure.
So instead, he's going to scheme because you're not here to oppose him.
Makes sense, and I have nothing that can stop that.
There's really not a lot of counterplay.
Except for Justice. Justice does
That's true.
specialize in kind of stopping these moments.
I
so.
might have some tricks up my sleeve.
Okay.
Yep.
But for now, let's see what we get here. Ooh.
Wow.
So does this come into play?
No. It's,
sure.
We can just throw this up in the thing.
Yeah.
So currently, we're just using it as a boost card.
A very good
And
boost
we
card
will-
for
yeah,
him.
Very, very good.
Oh, you're just using it as a boost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just as a boost card. So normally it can function as a side scheme that can come into play, but in this case, because we flipped it up for a boost, we just look at these little icons in the bottom right here.
Yeah.
So we're applying
Ugh.
these 3 icons to Ultron's 1 scheme value, which will put 4 threat.
And what is
on
our
the
threshold
scheme.
there? 3 per player.
3 per
It is
player.
3 per player.
So we can really only handle 9.
Oh
And
boy.
that's going to jump him right up to 7.
That was a rough one. That was my bad.
was, uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get in the game there, Spider-Man.
So Ultron has activated for all of us. Then
Yep.
he's going to deal everyone an encounter card.
Yes.
And we'll just deal it in the order from first player. Thank you.
Yep.
So
So each of us is going to get a face down encounter card in turn order, and once they've all been dealt, then one at a time,
Okay.
we'll reveal them, starting with the
Go flip
the
up
first
all the
player.
ones in front of us.
Yep.
One at a time. Yep. So I flip up program transmitter. Put this up here. This says attached to Ultron, forced response after Ultron schemes, place 1 thread on each side scheme. That is really mean. Hero action, exhaust your hero and spend 2 mental resources, discard this card. It also has a little value in the bottom left-hand side here. This is giving Ultron +1 to his scheme value. So he gets a +1 to his scheme value, and he gets a forced response that puts more threat on side schemes when he schemes.
And before
So-
you put it down, one thing I'd like to point out that we try to do in this game to make it really easy to remember these triggers, we add a little asterisk after the +1 there, so it shows anytime he schemes, the asterisk corresponds with the response. So anytime you see an asterisk, you know that there's going to be an
Something
effect
else.
that follows the ability.
So this will, because it's an attachment, it will just come out here and be attached to Ultron. And I'll just put that
So
up.
he's 2 scheme.
He's got 2 scheme. But we
Alright.
can get rid of that. You can exhaust your hero and
Yes.
spend 2 mental resources.
All right, let's see what we got here. Concussion blasters. Oh, we got another attachment. You want to
Wow.
throw it up there? Yeah,
Okay.
he's getting armed up. This is not going to go well.
So at any time, though, I could use Black Widow, correct?
I actually don't remember exactly how she reads.
Okay, so it says interrupt. When a card is revealed from the encounter deck, exhaust Black Widow and spend a mental resource to cancel the effects of that card and discard it, then reveal another card.
That's right.
So if one of these was really bad.
Yeah, if we
okay.
said, oh, we really can't handle these blasters, right, Black Widow could see it coming for us, use her espionage powers to help us dodge a bullet.
Okay.
But I think we'll just let this
Yeah,
one.
these
let
are
this one
fine.
So this is going to attach to Ultron to give him +1 attack, and
Retaliate.
now he gains retaliate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty awful.
That is pretty awful. I actually
Maybe
would
we
like
should.
You would like?
Yeah.
a
Okay.
mental
Okay.
resource in your hand.
I do actually, so I can discard another Get behind me
There we go.
Nice.
to I can exhaust her. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so this will be discarded.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's
And
not
then-
give him retaliate.
Yes. And then you would get, or
That's
you would
gonna
get
be to
another
me.
card.
Yep.
Yes. There you go.
So we're going to replace that with Vibranium armor. Just who shuffled this deck? It's like all the attachments. I hope this was shuffled. All right, yeah, this is another attachment. It says after the villain takes damage, give it a tough status card. So every time we hit this guy, he's going to become invincible for the next hit.
We definitely have to get rid of that one.
Yeah, that's attached to him as well.
Okay. So we're just throwing these down here. Look at that.
Yep.
Got a little train there going. Okay.
And what is that? It's a hero action. Exhaust your hero and spend two
physical
resources. Okay.
Yeah, you got to beat the armor off of him.
Oh man.
I'm gonna say that's
You
probably.
got your card still.
I got my card
not
still.
done yet.
We're
One
not
more to go.
done. It is a swarm attack.
All right, it's not an attachment.
Yes, so it is a treachery. One revealed. Oh, this is fine. Each drone minion engaged with your hero attacks. There are no drones here. If no attacks are made this way, put the top card of your deck into play face down, engaged with you as a drone minion.
Okay.
Of course, it can't just be a nothing happens
No,
thing.
there's no freebies. There's no freebies in this game.
All right, so here is the drone engaged with me.
All right, but they're really in the grand things. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. No.
So that's
Alright.
the end of the player or the villain phase.
Yes.
Yep.
And this will pass.
We survived round one.
Yeah.
Now player phase.
We're
Caleb
back to the
first player.
phase, and I'll be first player for this round. Yep. Now I gotta take stock. I got so distracted by Ultron, what he was doing.
I think top priority is getting rid of the vibranium armor. The program transmitter, that's really nasty too. With the vibranium armor, every time we hit him, he's going to get a tough.
Oh, you want to see something awesome?
Yeah.
Check this out. Black Panther will exhaust and spend double wild. I'll make them two
Nice.
physical.
Oh,
And
nice.
we'll just take care of that vibranium.
Yeah.
He stole it from my country. I'm not happy about that. I'm taking it back.
Nice.
Yeah. You don't get any more vibranium.
Cool. So I'm just you've used Vibranium a couple times. It seems to be a essential Black Panther
It's a
card.
very strong card.
Yeah.
This is one of the fun things about designing this game is
Yeah.
we're not just designing individual hero cards. We're designing a whole kit.
Sure.
And so one of the things we wanted to represent with Black Panther is the fact he's the king of an entire nation. He has all the resources and wealth of that nation at his disposal, including vibranium, which is only found there. And so yeah, he gets this vibranium resource card, which is just super handy, as you saw. All right, and now I'm going to play the card that Bog suggested I run, because I think he was right about this. I'm going to throw down an interrogation room.
Ooh, I was looking at this earlier, and
Yeah,
it seems
Really
very
card for
good.
this scenario.
Yep, and I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to spend a surveillance team
Okay.
to get that into play.
Okay. I don't know what you're planning. I'm gonna ask that you do not defeat this.
Oh, you don't
minion
want that
quite,
guy?
quite yet.
Oh.
I have my own little
They
plan.
can just trigger when one's defeated.
It says after you defeat a minion.
okay.
Yeah, that might have been an early version.
I think it might have been.
That's the danger of designing games. You're like, which version are we using? What did we decide on? Yeah. So that was my plan, was to smash that
So
thread.
I don't know how open you are to like table talk. And
That's
what's
actually
in my
the
hand.
rules. The rules for the game allow for as much table talk as you want. It's up to you.
So I have a nice little spider tracer I could use
Oh,
on that
yeah.
guy.
That's really
Okay.
good.
And that would remove
Very, very good.
Sure,
three
sure.
threat.
Well, that's fine with me.
In
In that case, actually, in that case, I will not play
Okay.
my interrogation room just yet because I'm down to 6 hit points. I took 5 damage on that first
Yeah,
turn.
you were mixing it up with him.
So instead, what I want to do is I want to play the Golden City. This is
Golden
exciting.
City.
Speaking of being a king of a nation,
Yes.
I'm going to spend 2 resources to get that down because that is going to allow me to draw 2 cards as an alter ego action.
Sure. So alter ego action. I can't help but notice you're Black Panther right now.
That's right. So I'm going to play this down. I can't use it just yet, but I'm actually going to do my once per turn, flip over to my alter ego.
Sure.
Now I can use the Golden City,
Nice.
Okay.
draw 2 cards, try to get this train rolling.
Sure.
There we go. Yep, so now I'm actually going to play Interrogation Room for that surveillance team.
Okay.
But just doing it in the right order allowed me to
Sure.
do all of that. I'm going to hold onto that card. Shuri's just going to chill for a minute. She's down to 1 hit point. Anything else she does, she's going to disappear. So a strategy we often use is when I flip back to hero mode, she might be able to protect me from Ultron for a turn, be a hero that turn.
Okay.
All right, so that's it for me.
Okay, it's gonna go to me. So I talked big game about this spider tracer, so I think I better play it.
Now remember, you get that free resource on Peter Parker.
I do, and that's
So
that's probably what I'm
that's
gonna
a
use.
freebie.
That's a freebie. So
I actually really like that storytelling moment of Peter's in class there. He's not really paying attention because he's busy building a spider tracer like in his desk.
So Spider Tracer is going to attach to a minion. Obviously, it's going to be this drone. And when that minion is defeated, I can remove 3 threat from a scheme. So I can make up for that awful, awful boost
There
that
we go.
happened last turn. So
You've
now,
got some explaining to do, young man.
yeah. So now Peter Parker ready for action. He can become Spider-Man, correct?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna flip over to Spider-Man. There he is. So, pretty good stats. Very defensive oriented. I enjoy that, especially with the protection aspect.
Oh, yeah.
Seems very strong.
Very, very good.
My favorite card with him is, what is it, Indomitable?
Oh, yes.
That
Yes.
allows you to defend and then discard it to ready him back. You can
Yes.
defend again.
That seems
That
real
3
good.
defense goes a long way.
Yeah, and so then Spider-Man can just smash this minion right here by exhausting, using an attack. It's going to defeat this minion,
Yep.
which was Indomitable, morphed into an ugly drone.
Yep.
And then, thanks to Spider Tracer, I can remove 3 threat from the main scheme. Gives us a little bit more breathing room.
Yep. Sadly, he's just going to put that 3 right back at the start of the
Yeah,
turn.
but then he would have like
He's going to
advanced
scheme
it.
for me, too. I don't know if we're going to get by another.
I think we're
round
definitely
of the
going to
stage.
the next stage.
Okay.
That first stage is really,
happen.
yeah, that's
Okay.
kind of how it goes.
Well, in
Unless
that
you guys got
case,
some surprises for me, some scheming.
You know,
hoarding.
I like my hand as it is. I don't think I need to play anything else right now.
No, what's nice, you haven't used that.
I haven't
Helicarrier
used the
yet.
Helicarrier.
You
I was
can
gonna
use that.
save it.
Yep.
I
for
actually
bots.
could use it.
You
Yeah,
could use
with,
the
with only
Helicarrier.
4 cards,
Yes.
Helicarrier is something that the She-Hulk players always
Okay.
have
Oh,
to
yeah.
see.
It's such a good. Could you exhaust that one for me?
Yes.
So it's my turn.
Yes.
So on another player's turn, you can use actions. I can request actions, or he can offer actions. Only cards that specifically say an action can you do that with, but it's a very handy thing. So between the resource or the cost reduction of the Helicarrier and this resource, I'm going to put down Combat Training, which is one of my favorite cards.
There we go.
Play under any player's control, max 1 per player. Your hero gets +1 ATK. So I just went from 3 base attack to 4, which is pretty good. And then I'm going to
Tell me you got a
use-
1-2 punch. I want to say 1-2 punch.
Maybe. We'll see. So I'm going to swing with She-Hulk and deal 4 damage to Ultron.
Get it?
It's down to 40. And then I'm going to discard this card as a resource to play a 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
So 1-2 punch reads response after you make a basic attack using ready She-Hulk. So I made a basic attack, then I'm going to ready her back up, and I'm going to swing for 4 more damage. So he's down to 36 hit points.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Easy.
that's why I play She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And I want to flip. I want to get 6 cards, but I don't want him to scheme out. I guess he's going to drop
feel like
3
he's
on
gonna
there.
go-
He's gonna
Yeah,
be
we
7 out
can
of
we can do
9.
the math.
The other reason I want you to flip is because then we'll both be out. We'll just let Spider-Man do the work.
Take all the.
instead.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip
Since
over.
he left us
Okay.
hanging.
So I will flip over and finish my turn.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
All right, that's all 3 players have played through the turn, so now we're going to ready our cards. And this is where you get to choose, once again, if there's any cards you want to discard, and draw back to your hand size.
I will draw up to 6.
Yeah, I'm also just gonna drop.
A hand size of 6 is so much.
Oh,
nicer than a
actually,
hand size of
Spider-Man's
4.
hand size is 5, so I'm dropping to 5.
5, 6.
Oh, yes. I finally got Wakanda Forever in my hand.
I just got Hulk.
Nice.
He might be useful. We'll see
he might be good in the center. Well, it depends if you reveal a mental
what he
resource.
does. Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
All right, so we're
right.
back to the villain phase. So the
Yes.
first thing that happens is the scheme will advance 1 per player. So Boggs will drop a 3 threat on there.
Okay.
So now we're at 7 out of 9.
All right.
Yep, and now he's gonna scheme for me. He's already at 2, so I know
Yes.
we're gonna advance, but we're gonna give him that boost card anyway.
Yep.
And then just go ahead and reveal it straight away. So he's gonna be 2 plus
2 boost.
4. So that, in a weird way, that feels nice because those are 2 wasted boosts.
Sure.
He just overshot. None of it's gonna carry over.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Sends him to the next stage of his scheme. So this next stage is 2A, Assault on NORAD. As you pursue Ultron, you receive a distress call from North American Aerospace Defense Command in Colorado. They are besieged by an army of Ultron drones. So that is...
Well, they aren't the only ones.
Yeah. It has a win revealed. Each player puts the top card of their deck into play face down, engage with them as a drone minion.
There it
So we
is.
all get a
Nope.
drone.
I'll get a drone.
And then that says advance to 2. Over here we have, if Ultron gains control of NORAD, he will have access to the United States Ballistic Missile Command. That's not good.
That's
No,
not a good
that's-
thing.
that's
so
real
we
bad.
come down here and it has a forced response after placing threat here. Each player must choose to either place 2 threat here or put the top card of their deck into play as a drone minion.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that's connected, like we said, the asterisk is connected to the automatic threat that
Sure.
goes up. So every turn now we're gonna have to make that choice.
Okay.
So it's
That's
yeah,
rough.
no more coasting through that stage 1.
Okay.
And actually, because of the timing of the way that went down there, Ultron had just schemed. I didn't have a minion at the time. Now I do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And now it's my minion's turn
Sure.
to activate. And because I'm in alter ego mode,
Oh, no.
my minion schemes instead of attacking. So just 1 threat, but there it is. And now it progresses to you.
Okay.
And so we'll deal him a boost card.
Yep.
And now he wants to attack you.
So I have some options here. Spider-Man, again, very defensive.
Well, actually, you're going to trigger your spider sense before you have to choose anything.
Oh, yeah, so I just get to draw a card.
The moment you deal that boost card and he's initiated an attack, you're going to get to draw a card with your
Okay.
spider sense.
Fantastic. What I love about this is even if I draw a card, I'm like, oh, that's not useful right now. It's just energy resources for later. So, very useful ability on Spider-Man. I'm not gonna defend this.
Might have a backflip in his hand.
Yeah. So this is just
No
boost.
no
icons.
boost.
So
You
Okay.
got
2
2
for
attack coming your way.
2 attack away. I have 10 hit points. I can almost just take that to the face.
You
and
could
be
probably just
fine.
let that one go.
I'm just gonna let that one go. Yeah. So I'm now down to 8 hit points.
All right. Then we'll deal him a boost for She-Hulk.
Yes.
Jennifer Walters.
All right.
Scheming again.
So scheming for 2.
Scheming
plus,
for 2.
There's nothing I can do to respond.
Sure. Nothing.
All right, so I can actually trigger Jennifer Walters' ability. I object to interrupt when threat would be placed on a scheme. I'm going to put that up here. Prevent one of that threat. So he goes to place 2 on there, but I'm going to prevent one of it.
Nice.
She's a lawyer. She does lawyer
Yep,
things.
I love that. She's like, sorry, Ultron, you didn't sign the proper forms. You,
You're not zoned for this.
yeah. You don't have a permit to carry that program transmitter.
And then we will go on to the.
You have your minion is also going to.
Oh yes, yes. I forgot the menu was there. Thank you. And then the menu
Oh,
will
my minion also should have attacked me. I
Yeah,
apologize.
that's just 1 damage for
Yeah.
you.
just take 1 damage.
Yep.
Thank you.
Cool.
All right.
All right, so now that he's activated for each of us, now we're going to deal out those cards. So it's
Oh,
going to
boy.
be, I'm going to need your help there to reach. So it's
Yep,
1
yep.
for me, 1 for you, 1 for Boggs. Okay, so let's see what I got. Oh, it's a side scheme. It's the Drone Factory. When revealed, each player puts the top card of their deck face down engaged with them as a drone minion.
All right.
So now we all have 2. And if you want to put that one up there, it's going to interplay with 4 threat on it, and it has the acceleration icon. So if we don't take care of this on our turn, the main scheme is going to go up by 1 additional threat at the beginning of every villain phase.
Sure. So how do you deal with the side scheme?
You use your thwart power to take the threat off of there. So if someone wants to drop the 4 threat onto
Okay.
it. Yes. So it's going to come in with 4 on it, and you can use your thwart power to remove threat from it. And once
Sure.
you've removed all the threat from a side scheme, then it's defeated, and you place it in the discard pile.
Okay.
Also, don't forget that Ultron has this program transmitter. So every time he schemes, 1 more threat is going to go on there.
Oh boy.
We might want to get rid of that one.
Yeah,
too.
maybe.
Yeah. Ugh, okay.
All right, so you have your card to reveal there.
I do. Actually, before we go there, do you just want me to Black Widow that?
No, it's fun.
It's fun. Okay. All right.
We already have our minions.
It's a concussive blast. All right. 1 revealed. Deal 1 damage to each friendly character. So Black.
that's
Everybody takes
that's
a damage.
all. Of us.
Everybody
Every
takes a
friendly
damage.
character takes a damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Bye bye, Sherry.
Oops.
And I'm down to 5 hit points.
This doesn't seem that bad compared to some of the other stuff he's been doing.
There's definitely worse stuff.
Yeah, I need Black Widow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, come to think of it,
Yeah.
Black Widow might have been good to do that.
I'm going to flip mine up. Oh, great. Invasive AI. Ultron is hacking wireless networks around the world to create a global crisis. When revealed, each player discards the top 3 cards of their deck.
Yeah, let's.
So I think.
Yeah.
So Black Widow's not
I
wasted.
would. So this one has the hazard icon.
Okay.
It's whenever we deal out encounter cards, the first player is going to get 2 encounter cards instead of the normal 1. So I don't want to keep this one around.
Yeah,
If we can
let's
use
Black
her,
Widow that.
that'd be
She
fine.
can she can deal with that on her own.
So we'll discard that one, and then I'll draw that.
Have this. Hopefully it's better.
Feeling better about holding off on her now.
Assault. This is okay. So when revealed, alter ego. Because I'm in alter ego form, I'm actually going to resolve the top ability, but there's also a bottom one if I'm in hero form. When revealed alter ego, this card gains surge, which means I draw a new card. But if I was in hero mode, the villain would attack me.
That's one of the things I like
that
about
one
the
out,
game.
discard it.
Some of the cards do different things depending on what form you're in.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh no.
Shadow of the Past. This is gonna be fun.
This might turn things around.
When revealed, reveal your set-aside Nemesis minion and put it into play engaged with you.
Oh,
We've got a pile
here
of
we go.
those over there.
What is this now?
This is my specific Nemesis.
Yeah, why don't you throw the
Titania.
shadow of the past up there?
Yeah.
Titania coming into play too.
Yeah. This is a card from the standard encounter set. This is the only way currently that your nemesis can enter the game.
Okay.
Is when this treachery comes up.
Okay. And when you say your nemesis, every hero.
It's specific to that player.
Yes.
Yep.
Every hero has their own little side nemesis.
So in this specific case, I have Titania. Titania is pretty strong. She's got 6 hit points, which is very high for a minion. 1 scheme and X attack, where X is equal to Titania's remaining hit points. So she comes into play with 6 attack.
Yeah.
She's very strong. So she'll come into play and engage with me.
Oh boy.
Her
Oh no.
side scheme here, Personal Challenge, will also come into play. We'll place threat on it, and it comes in with 3 threat plus 1 additional threat per player, so it'll come in with 6. It gives us the Crisis icon. While a card is in play with the Crisis icon, you cannot remove threat from the main scheme unless you get rid of that card first. So it's just going to come out here. Slide this over. So that gets 6 per player. I'll throw these.
6 total, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, not 6 per player. Not 6 per player. 6 total. Thank you. And then I have these few other. Oh, that's the wrong one. I was already holding them in my hand. There we go. I've got these other cards that are associated with Titania. They will
gonna
be
get
shuffled into
in,
the
yeah.
encounter deck.
Do you want to
Okay. Yes.
Thanks.
Giving us a good shuffle. It's giving us bad cards.
That
So,
was-
an opportunity to.
That was a heck of a turn for
Yeah.
us.
I didn't really
Wow.
turn that around.
But that's what I really like about the game and how it's specific to your different heroes. Like in no other game, besides playing with She-Hulk, could Titania just show up
Yeah.
during Ultron's adventure. Yeah, reminds me of the comics, just the wacky stuff that happens, the twists and turns, the things you didn't see coming.
Yeah. Now of all times.
Yep.
Well,
Was that our last card at least?
yes.
Okay,
So,
that's something.
That's something.
Okay, then we're gonna pass the first player token over to Spidey,
Yeah.
and now we're back to the hero phase
Oh.
on to round 3.
Boy. Okay. What is my immediate threat?
Wow, there's already a bunch of threat on the schemes too. Wow.
Yeah.
So that crisis icon is going to prevent us from removing any threat.
That
from the
one
main
we
scheme.
have to do first.
Well, we can take care of the drone
Drone
factory,
factory.
because the crisis icon does not protect other side schemes.
Okay, cool.
It's just a question of which one is our priority. The good news is I have Jessica Jones in my hand.
Oh yeah. She's
So with that many
very-
side schemes out there, she could clear out drone factory all by herself.
Yeah.
Okay. I have some thoughts on what to do here. I can
I
take
also have Wakanda Forever, so I can finally like do some area of effect damage with my daggers.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I want to save.
It'll be effective.
Oh, getting trash talk from off screen.
I want to save those so I can use these as energy. But what do I want to play? All right, let's get some help. Let's get some help. I feel like we need help.
We could use help.
I am going to discard these 3 cards, and I'm going to play Mockingbird.
There we go.
So after she enters play, I'll put her up here. So after Mockingbird enters play, I stun an enemy. Obviously, I think Ultron. Or I can stun Titania.
Yeah.
She's going to hit you for a lot.
Well, you're probably
Well,
gonna take her out, don't you?
Yeah.
You're going to
so
take her
we
out?
got her. I've got a
Oh,
way
you
to-
got her? Okay.
Yeah, let's stun Ultron.
Then we'll
'cause
stun
That will
Ultron.
avoid his ability as well.
Okay, sure.
So it's extra good on him.
Sure, I will stun
We'll
Ultron.
go ahead and take that.
Cool. All right, stunned Ultron seems good. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of other offensive options.
No, that's okay. I mean, you're mostly playing protection anyhow.
Sure.
You could use Mockingbird to
Yeah.
attack or thwart. She does have one attack is enough to knock out one of these drones.
That's true.
So if you want fewer drones engaged with you, she could take out one of them for you right now.
That might be good.
That's not a bad plan.
It's not a bad plan. I'm actually gonna do that to knock out a drone.
Sure. And here's a damage for her.
Thank you.
bet.
Thank you for reminding me. For always being on top of that. Then shouts to the past. Should have
Oh yes, thank you.
went away. And then Spidey. He has 6 health left. I don't want to end an alter ego because scheming right now seems like it hurts quite a bit. So he can stay in that form.
And you just take out another drone.
He's just gonna attack another drone.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna clear my own little space here.
Yeah, I can clear
Okay.
mine out on my
Cool.
own here.
And I'm leaving my helicarrier standing. I have something I can do with it I'll save it for you guys. So if you guys need it, just let me know.
Okay. I don't think I'll be able to use it. Will you be able to use it?
The helicarrier? If you don't need it, I'm sure I'll find a use for it.
Cool.
Actually, if it's okay, I'm gonna use the action on my Golden City now.
Sure.
Since
Get some
I don't
additional time.
really have to wait. I'm gonna take those
Yeah.
2 cards now, and that'll give me time to plan my
Figure
next
it
move.
out.
That's a good idea. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 resources to put down one of my personally favorite cards in the game, Hulk. So
Here we go.
Hulk, it's 2 costs. He has no thwart value. He can't even thwart. He's got 3 attack and 5 hit points. Whenever Hulk makes makes an attack, you're going to discard the top card of your deck and do a thing based off of what you discard. So physical resources, you'll deal more damage to one specific enemy. Energy resources, you'll deal 1 damage to everything, which is what I'm hoping
Yeah,
for.
good and bad.
Mental resources, though, he goes away. So he's a little unreliable. And then if you get a wild resource, he just does all of the above.
Mentally, he changes back to Bruce Banner, and he's like, "How did I get here?
Exactly.
Where are my clothes?"
So he's going to come into play. Then I'm going to flip to She-Hulk, which lets me trigger my Do You Even Lift ability. And I'm going to deal 2 damage to Titania.
Yeah, I don't think Titania lifts.
Yeah, she does not. She does not. So now Titania is at 4 remaining hit points,
Oh, you
which
got
brings
that.
her X attack down to 4. Then I'm going to exhaust She-Hulk to make a basic attack. I'm going to deal 4 damage to Titania with my 3 attack and my +1 from combat training, which will knock out Titania.
There we go.
Easy.
Go to the discard pile. Put that in for me. Thank you. And on top of all that, I'm going to toss this combat training after I make my attack to 1-2 punch. I get to ready her
Nice.
up
Oh,
again.
nice.
Yeah. And then I'm going to make another attack against
Yeah,
Ultron.
he's got it coming.
He's down to 30 hit points.
Are you the only one who's hit Ultron?
I think, yeah.
feel like you are.
That's kind of
But
his
very
role.
thematic. Yeah, that's your.
And then I'm going to use Hulk. Fingers crossed that we get an energy. So I'm using Hulk to deal 3 damage. So I get to deal the
Hit
3
Ultron
with my
again.
attack.
I love
Yep. Ultron again, down to 27 now. And flip the top card of my discard pile. Ooh, okay. It's a wild resource, which means I get to do everything.
All of the above.
All of the above. So I'm going to deal 2 more damage to Ultron.
Yep.
1 damage to every character in the game. Every single encounter character, every
Oh,
single
boy.
player character. So everything
Oh,
takes
no.
the damage.
Hulk
Oh no!
defeated Black Widow.
I'm sorry, Black Widow. But knocks out all your drones, so that's good.
Actually, I
something.
shouldn't have thrown that to you.
so She-Hulk takes a
You
damage.
need one more for her now.
All the heroes take a damage, and then Hulk does take a damage, but he also triggers his mental thing, which just says discard Hulk. So he is in the discard
Did
pile.
you do the extra one to Ultron?
Oh yes, thank you.
more to
And
him.
1 more to Ultron. Yep.
Oh, that was exciting.
Yeah, that was good.
For 2 cost, a board wipe doesn't seem
Very
bad.
productive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. So that is my turn.
Okay. All right, so my primary role as a Justice player is to deal with these schemes. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I want to get Jessica Jones on the table. Why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, sure.
She's pretty awesome. She's a private eye, so she's really good at investigating. So even though you're like, wait, just 1 thwart? That doesn't seem good, but she's +1 for every scheme in play.
Nice.
Is it each side scheme?
For each
excuse
side
me.
scheme.
For each side.
Yeah, so she's going to
Okay.
come in at 3. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yeah.
And I also have this Power of Justice card that I can use to help pay for her. So this provides 1 wild resource, but when I'm paying for another Justice card, it doubles. So that's going to cover 2. If you want to just use that helicarrier, that'll do the other third one.
There you go.
So there, she's on the table now.
So power of justice. Every aspect has its own
Yep.
power of card. Correct?
All
Yep.
4 have one. Yep. Okay. Now I got to figure out what the next play from there is. So, which one do I want to get rid of first for side schemes?
Oh man, that's a hard decision. I mean, it's 10 per player on the main scheme for the threat, so we got a little while before it.
I kind of feel like getting rid of the drone factory.
I agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
Might
I don't
be the
think
way
the
to go
crisis
then.
one is super high priority, but
Yeah.
the drone factory could be nice.
The problem is I don't have like that one extra thwart.
Could you
right
flip to Black Panther?
now. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it. In fact, before I do that, I want to heal because I'm getting really low. I'm at only 4 hit points. So I'm gonna use my recovery value of 4.
sure.
Nice.
Get back up to 8. That feels a little more sensible. Yep. I'll go ahead and flip over. And let's see, what am I holding in here? I've got Vibranium Suit, Wakanda Forever. I got some good stuff. I also have For Justice. I could just clear it out with that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and then maybe use Jessica Jones.
Yep. Let's use Jessica Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll take a damage for doing this.
Probably on the crisis.
Remove 3 off of Titania's side scheme.
Yeah. There.
And then, yeah, let's go ahead and play For Justice. You want to?
Yes.
So this is kind of the bread and butter card for the Justice aspect of the core set. It's a hero action. It's going to remove 3 threat, but if I use a mental resource to pay for it, then it's going to remove 4. So I think I'm going to use First Aid has that mental resource, and no other easy choices here though. Let's see, Mockingbird's not long for this world, but still,
You don't have to
yeah.
tell him
I'm-
that.
Keep it a surprise.
Yeah. Well, I'm debating whether or not. So I both
Oh, sure,
Mockingbird
sure.
and Nick Fury in my hand.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I got to choose one of them.
Strong hand.
Yeah.
So all right, let's remove all 4 in one fell swoop off that drone.
Awesome.
Factory. So that's the power of Justice right there. Is you can look at, oh my gosh, look at all these side schemes. What are we gonna do? And then the Justice player can be like, don't worry, I got it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Now, well, you guys cleaned up all those drones pretty good.
Yeah.
It was mostly She-Hulk.
Power of Hulk. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually, I feel like my Wakanda Forever would be kind of wasted at this point, since there's no drones to do the damage to. So I kind of like my hand. I'm just going to hold on to it.
Okay.
I'm just going to
Cool.
camp on these cards here.
Last player.
All right, yeah. So draw back up.
Yep.
Discard any cards you don't want. Draw up to your hand size and ready your characters. And all the cards. I'm gonna keep my 1 and then draw 3 cards. Okay, that's good.
You guys have done a great job of preventing me from using my interrogation room since I played it.
I know I
left
told
me no
you to put it
drones.
into play, but I don't really want you to.
In
do
a
that.
scenario where we get drones every turn, you'd think I would use it more. All right.
All right.
On to the villain phase.
So
Yes.
he's gonna get 3 per player.
And now we have to choose, right?
Yep.
So it's either 2 additional threat or
2,
a drone.
yeah. Each
and
player-
each player can choose independently.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I will take a drone. I'm not worried about that.
I'm also going to take a drone.
I too will drone.
Okay. We're used to you droning on.
I know.
On and on.
One's not.
All right.
Okay, so now he's activating for you, Spidey.
He would
That's
attack,
right. He's stunned.
but he's stunned. So instead, the stun goes away.
Nice.
And you guys can deal with him.
Now he is coming at me. He's attacking
give
for
him a boost.
2. Get a boost.
Yeah.
I have the opportunity to defend.
Or Spidey can always defend too.
Spider-Man can always
Even
jump
when
in
it's
the
not
way.
attacking you, you can
Okay.
swing over and
Sure.
protect other people. How are you doing for hit points there, She-Hulk?
I've got 13. I'm still
Yeah, you're fine.
But if I defend during my next turn, I will be exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
So that prevents me from dealing at a minimum 4 damage. So it is definitely a decision.
I could defend for you.
I could even just take it. To
You
be
could defend
honest.
for me. I wouldn't complain.
Oh, yeah, you're lower-
I'm at
you're
8
lower
hit
health,
points
yeah,
over
okay.
here.
He's gonna hit me for 2. At most, he could hit me for 5 because it's
Sure.
usually a range of 0 to 3. I will still be at 8 hit points, which is just as higher as some of you other
Yeah.
weaker heroes.
Okay.
So I'll take it. It's a 2 plus only 1. I'm good.
Okay, yeah,
Just
you're
goes
fine.
So I'm down to 10 hit points.
Cool.
All right. And now he's going to swing at you.
Yep. Now, how do you feel about defending this?
I would love to defend for you.
That'd be great.
So Spider-Man is going to exhaust. Defense value of 3,
Yeah.
which is pretty
Yep.
good.
That's real.
I only have 5 health, but
Oh wow, are you really down to 5?
I'm down to 5.
Ooh.
But I don't think I'm
Still,
going to be
he's at 2
taking.
attack. Yeah, you should
I'm
be
not going to be
okay.
taking much damage from this, if anything. Okay. All right, so I'm going to flip this boost over. He would be hitting me for 2 plus 1 is 3. That was my defensive value.
Covered.
However, can I play this counterpunch?
Absolutely.
I am going to play this counterpunch. So this part of the protection
Actually,
aspect.
I got an idea for you.
Okay.
Before you use it here,
Okay.
I think we forgot to have your drones attack you guys as well.
Oh yeah.
So
You
I was
could,
gonna
you
say,
could counterpunch that.
I'll just
drone.
counterpunch the drone.
I think I got a little
Is that
excited about
Yeah.
defending. I also forgot to trigger his ability, to be honest. So
All right.
he attacked me,
Yep.
and I should.
Oh,
I
right.
Oh,
put
you
one
were
of these
stunned.
into
That's
play.
right. Or
he
was
was
stunned,
stunned.
but that guy
That-
still should have attacked you.
And then I could have counterpunched.
Yeah.
And
So that means for 2 more.
I think it's a good plan, though.
yeah.
So then you would take damage off the drone that hit you, though.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I still
And so
would
you
defend
took a
it for you.
drone when Ultron.
Took a drone from Ultron's ability, and then both of those hit me for 2
Yep.
more. So I'm actually down to 8.
Yeah, this is the danger of sitting like a mile away from the car. All right. So you defended for me, but now I have to choose. Do I want a drone or do I want? No, it's not even a choice, is it? It's just.
Sorry, real quick. I apologize. Would you mind if we walked it back just a tiny bit?
What do you got?
So I can discard this one to play Indomitable.
So that's actually a upgrade you'd have to play on your turn ahead of time.
Indomitable?
Yep.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
Oh, yes, I see it. Gotcha.
Play. Yep.
Good to know.
And so Ultron's ability will actually, it is the choice. It's after Ultron attacks you, choose either place 1 threat or put the top.
Oh,
card of your
okay.
deck. So which one would you prefer?
Let's see. I do have retaliate, so I'll just kill him off. But that's why my hit points keep getting low, though. But I'll do it for now. We'll keep the threat low. So he attacked. I take a drone. Now I'm going to get an attack twice with 2 more drones, but I will retaliate against each one. So I'm down to 6 hit points, but again,
And does that,
T'Challa doesn't mess around.
does that trigger your interrogation room?
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Aha! So it has
take
to
it
come
off
off of there.
But we have 2
There we
threats.
go.
Yeah, okay.
Finally got to do that.
Yeah.
Hey. All right. Now we got to deal out those cards.
Oh boy, right, that part. Okay. Starting
deal
with
one each of us? Yep.
starting with
You.
me.
Thank you.
And there we
There
go.
we go.
All right, I am dealing with the advanced Ultron drone.
Uh-oh.
That's my favorite card.
Okay. So it has guard, which is a keyword. What does guard do?
So guard, similar to how Crisis stops us from removing threat from the main scheme, guard prevents the player who's engaged with the guard minion from attacking the villain.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to get past that advanced Ultron drone before you can attack Ultron again.
Sure. And then even if I do manage to get past this drone, it gives me another little mini
Yeah.
drone. Cool. Cool.
All right. Flip mine up. Affairs of State.
Oh,
this
here it
is
is.
T'Challa's obligation.
There it is. Yep.
Right.
Got my obligation. So when you reveal an obligation card, it doesn't matter who revealed it. It's going to tell you who to give it to.
Sure. And
So
these are shuffled into the encounter card,
Yep.
counter deck at the start
This
of the
is
game.
my unique card that gets
Yes.
shuffled into every adventure. I just need to read it for
Sure,
myself, and then I'll have you put a. So I may flip to alter ego form, and then I have to choose. I either exhaust T'Challa to remove this card from the game, or I have to choose and discard one of my Black Panther upgrades.
That
You go ahead
seems
and
bad.
share that. So I'm definitely gonna have to switch back here, and exhaust to get rid of that because I'm all about these Black Panther upgrades.
Sure.
So, right in the middle of trying to defend Nora. No, it's actually removed from the game.
Remove from the game.
That's
Gotcha.
yeah.
I
won't
get
have to
that.
worry about
Otherwise, you're shuffling it.
Yep.
Okay.
So right
Smart.
there is as Ultron's attacking NORAD, I find out there's urgent matters back home I have to go take care of.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you
now
have a regular
I still
card.
have a reveal. Yeah. Okay. Titania's Fury.
Uh-oh.
When revealed, Titania attacks your hero. If Titania did not attack, because she's not in play, heal all damage from Titania, and this card gains Surge. So because she's not in play, the only part that matters is Surge.
Sure.
So Surge means I have to reveal another card. Swarm Attack. When revealed, each drone minion engaged with your hero attacks. I have none. So if no attacks were made this way, I get the
down
top
drone.
card as a drone.
Okay.
I can handle that.
Yeah, it seems like his
Alright.
bread and butter right there.
Nice.
A lot of drone minions, yep.
Yep. Okay.
And that's the end of the round.
First player again.
First
Okay,
player.
now the
Take
fourth round.
All right.
All right.
How would you say we're doing? What are our
Well, we're
odds?
still alive. It's round 4 and we're not dead.
Okay.
So that's good. Ultron was designed to be a little bit of like a stretch goal
Sure.
for the core set. You know, Rhino is the intro scenario, teaches you to play you should feel pretty confident when you're battling
Yep.
Rhino. Claw's a real step up.
Mm-hmm.
He's really unpredictable with his ability. He has a lower attack than Rhino, but he gets 2 boost cards whenever he attacks.
Sure.
So he's more unpredictable. He has the Masters of Evil at his side,
Mm-hmm.
some really powerful minions. So that's a good, meaty scenario.
Sure.
Then Ultra really like, okay, so you beat Claw, you think you're tough now. You know, it's really to give players something to chew on.
Okay.
While they're waiting for the Green Goblin scenario to come out and for more hero packs to come out. So it might be a thing where players might lose a couple of times before they figure out how to get past Ultron.
Sure.
Yeah. So, right, I don't know. What's he down to? 24?
Down to 24.
He started at 51?
Yeah.
Sure.
And that's mostly just been
think
you
that's
hitting
only
them. So really, I think, and we have 6 out of 30 threat on the main scheme.
Okay.
So as long as that doesn't get too high too fast,
We're okay.
we're doing all right.
We're doing all right.
And you're at 4 hit points though, so you might need
I
to,
can't.
you might need to switch back soon.
Yeah, I might
Have you seen Aunt May by chance?
I think she helped pay for Mockingbird earlier.
Real quick question from the chat.
From the chat.
With three of you designers on Marvel Champions, did each of you have a specific aspect of the game you worked on, or did you all collaborate together?
Oh, each of the aspects was collaborative. That's an interesting question. We did take lead on different parts of the game, like different characters a little bit, but it was everything in the box ultimately was collaborative.
Yeah, very
The
much so.
aspects in particular were a real group effort, like just carving out what they would be and then coming up with the cards that would go in each one. And then I think we each kind of took a little bit of a lead on a different hero. I felt like we all had our favorites. Like I know you love She-Hulk.
Yeah,
You know.
that was-
But even then, like we all would review the cards together and develop them together.
Yeah, I think at the end there, like I wouldn't know who designed what or anything. I think
I always
it's
just
very
remember
much
Nate
so.
loved Iron Man, so
Yeah.
I feel like definitely, you know, Iron Man was definitely the one he led the charge on because that was his favorite. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
You
Good
mentioned
question.
you mentioned the Green Goblin. Here's some information I can provide if you're interested in the
Okay.
Green Goblin.
Love to know more.
Yes, if you'd love to know more about the Green Goblin, keep your eyes on the Fantasy Flight Games website today, maybe a little bit after this stream, for a nice little surprise. So,
Cool.
yeah. All right.
Want to start a new round?
We just started a new round.
I
Boggs
have
is
a
up.
big decision to make. I've got some really good things I can do, but I want to do all of them. I cannot. So I think I'm going to. This is a tough decision. I'm
Once again,
going
if you
to-
don't mind, I'm going to draw 2 cards.
yeah,
while
it's
you
totally fine.
decide.
I'm gonna use. Oh, I need to get rid of threat. I'm gonna use She-Hulk, her 4 attack power, as hard as it is to knock out this measly little drone.
Oh,
Or I
man.
could even
You
I
could
could knock out that one.
smash
Yeah, you could knock out
I
that.
can
Yeah,
have
yeah.
that one. I'm gonna
Yes.
knock out that.
There we go.
Awesome.
Little
So
drone.
this guy has that forced interim. When he's
Yes.
defeated, you're going to get a little one, but
Yeah.
still, that's
a
not
lot
as
better.
bad as
Better,
the big
yeah.
guy.
So, and then I will play this card, Chase Them Down, response thwart. After your hero attacks and defeats an enemy, remove 2 threat
nice.
from a scheme. So I'm just going to take all the threat off of this
Nice.
one.
Nice.
Will you discard that one?
Wow.
So aggression can do a little bit to
A little
thwart.
bit.
They
You
just
gotta
kind
beat
of
up
do it.
minions
They'd
first.
have
They
to
kind of do it in a
yeah.
very aggressive way.
And then I'm going to. I'm actually going to flip to Jennifer Walters, and that is my turn.
Okay. So I'm all tapped out because I had to deal with my affairs of state last turn. But I do have a lot of cards in hand, and luckily, I don't have to use my Wakanda Forever event. So I'm going to go ahead and flip back into hero form and see what I can do. I see you have a couple minions with you,
Yep.
and they're going to scheme when it gets to your activation unless I deal with those. So I think I have a plan.
All right.
I've got a Vibranium suit that I want to play.
Ooh.
I'm going to have to spend a couple resources to do that. Luckily, I don't need another interrogation room, and I think I've got better things to do than Haymaker at the moment. So there's my 2. Unless you don't need a Helicarrier. Do you know if you're going to use Helicarrier this round?
It would have been nice. I was
You
planning
go ahead
on
and keep it then.
Okay.
I think I'm doing okay so far.
Okay.
So now I've got my Vibranium suits. Now I have 3 Black Panther upgrades. It is time to play Wakanda Forever. This is the
Alright.
signature card. There are 5 copies in his kit.
Oh, wow.
You wouldn't know it because this is the first one I've seen. But what's great about this card is it allows me to activate the special ability on all of my Black Panther upgrades.
Sure.
So I don't know if everyone knows this. Like everyone thinks Iron Man is the real futurist and technologically advanced hero, but Black Panther's right up there too, and he has all of his upgrades that Shuri helps him design as well.
Sure.
And so what's fun about him is I get to choose the order I resolve them, and the order kind of matters.
Okay.
For example, my energy dagger will do 1 damage to each enemy engaged with a player, but it will do 2 damage to those enemies if it's the last one that I do.
Okay.
In this case, it's gonna be the first one.
Sure.
Because I'm gonna kill both those minions in front of the She-Hulk. So that one's done. Now, let's see. I could do 4 damage to Ultron or recovery. Yep, here's what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to do the Vibranium Suit, which is move 1 damage from my hero to an enemy. So I'm going to basically heal myself 1 hit point, and we're going to take care of that guy in front of you.
Appreciate it.
Ryan's back to tell me I'm not doing much. Eat it! Then Panther Class will do 4 damage to Ultron.
Awesome.
So those...
Marvel forever.
Yeah, Captain Marvel's good too. But yeah, those Wakanda Forever moments, those are really fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now, I'd love to see more of those because you can double down in the same turn.
Oh, sure.
If you have more than one, you can play as many as you have and just keep doing that.
That's awesome.
So that felt great. Now I need to take care of Threat, I think. Maybe not. What do we have on there? 7?
We're at 6. We're at 6.
Oh, there is 6. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to leave Jessica Jones to wait for more side schemes to come up.
Sure.
Sure.
Probably okay.
So maybe I'll just have to let go of Nick Fury. Yeah, let's do this. I'll do another For Justice, paying for it with 2 mental resources. So I'll remove 4
Nice.
from the main scheme.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so we don't got to worry about that.
Oh,
So I actually managed
fine.
to play everything out of my hand. That's always a good feeling.
Sure.
All right.
All right. My turn, huh? This is hurting us, yeah?
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad to get rid of.
That wouldn't be bad to get rid of. Oh, but it's a hero action. I was hoping I could generate the mental.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but that won't work.
Nope, not this time.
That's okay. I am going to use the helicarrier to put Indomitable
Yes.
on Spider-Man here. See, I'm low on, but I feel like I have like the resources necessary to like stay alive if I had to.
We did get the threat kind of down too. So
Yeah, so
if
I
if
think
feel
I
the
am
need
gonna-
to flip back and recover.
I am
is an
gonna
option.
flip. I can't recover this turn because he's already exhausted.
Yep.
But he will be prepared for next turn.
Sure. And in this game, we don't actually have to nest the character upgrades under the,
Oh, sure.
the heroes because depending on the hero, you have a lot. Like here, I have 3 Black
Sure,
Panther
that makes sense.
upgrades. We mostly the attachments work slightly different from upgrades.
Okay.
Yep.
And then Mockingbird. So, how wise is it to just knock out your own ally, them attacking or thwarting?
It depends. In a scenario like this, where you have a fairly dangerous villain with a high attack value,
Probably want to save her.
I often like to leave that ally back when they're exhausted.
Okay.
It didn't really work out for me with Sherry because that treachery that
Sure,
came up.
sure,
so
sure.
that is the risk you take.
Okay.
But yeah, it can be handy if you're in a tight spot, or even she can defend for other players as well.
That's a good point.
So she could even like defend over here across for me.
Oh, really? Okay.
And make the heroic sacrifice for that turn to.
I may say, unless someone else has a Mockingbird that they want to play.
I discarded mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boggs,
I
yeah,
don't.
okay.
I've got one
Somewhere.
somewhere in my deck.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to hold her back for now then. I'm going to just be defensive. Seems like a good Spider-Man thing to do.
Yeah.
So I will wait.
All right.
Awesome.
Stand on the player face.
Yes.
So we get
Ready
to
up,
refresh.
discard,
draw back.
and draw.
Oh, and I'm Peter Parker now, so I can go up to 6.
I want all of these cards.
Oh, you guys left me alone on the battlefield, didn't you?
Yeah.
I have one big turn, and you guys are like, "Oh, we're not even needed anymore."
All
We'll
right.
just go.
Good cards. Good cards.
All right. Now begins the phase.
Yes. we got-
Spoiler alert, but I'm going to switch back to Alter Ego next turn. I got a great card.
3 threat goes on the main scheme,
Okay. Not bad.
and the ability will trigger after placing threat here during step 1 of the villain phase. Each player must choose to either place 2 threat here or put the top card of their deck.
There it is. Another minion.
I guess I'll
So
take
he's
a
gonna
minion as
scheme
well.
against me, but that's okay.
And then,
Still less than 2.
Yes.
so Ultron is going to scheme against me. He's scheming for 2, 1 plus the 1 on his attachment. Could you flip up that boost?
Plus the
up?
boost.
yes, plus
and
the
the
boost.
boost is going to get nothing.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Oh,
All
that
right.
was lucky.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look, that's even part of his kit. Boy, we got really lucky.
2 goes on the main scheme. It also triggers the forced response, but there are no side schemes in
Aren't you
play.
going to object to that?
Yeah, actually, I will object to that. So 2 would go on, but I'll object.
we
One
go.
card would be placed, prevent one
Awesome.
of it. So it just puts it
Nice.
down.
Very cool.
And then the
The drone is going to
drone's going to do his
scheme
thing, so I'll put 1 on there as
for
well.
1 more. Now we're up to 7.
We'll swap these out.
All right, so now if you want to give Ultron a boost, he wants to attack me.
Sure.
And here's where Mockingbird could dive in front if you want to.
Yeah, you know, she's not doing much. Let's have her make the play.
All right, so Mockingbird's gonna take the defense, and we got a boost and an ability. Ultron heals 1 damage for each drone minion engaged with you, and even though Mockingbird's defending, I'm
It's
still
okay.
I'm still the person reading the card. So I don't know if you want to throw that up there for people can see.
Sure.
Sometimes there's both a boost icon and an ability. So
Oh,
I do
boy.
have 2 drone minions engaged with me.
Sure.
So he's gonna recover 2 hit points.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I can make up for that.
Awesome. But unfortunately, I take no damage because of Mockingbird's sacrifice there.
Awesome.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Now I have 2 drones that are also going to attack. They're each 1 attack. Once again, I'm going to take both hits. So I'm down from 7 to 5, but I retaliate again against each one.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's to you.
Now it's to me.
Ultron
to
wants to scheme.
with a boost. Nothing I can do about that right now. And it's boosting 2 to his 2, so that's 4, correct?
4 going on.
All right.
Ouch.
Ouch.
3 and a
Ouch,
1.
ouch.
Trade these all out for a 5.
Okay, so now he's up to 16. So now he's not 16.
At 11.
11. That's fine. That's all fine. And then this guy's gonna scheme
Luckily,
as
there
well.
was not a
Scheme is all
math
for one
test
more.
as part of the interview process.
And now encounter cards.
Encounter cards. Oh,
Yeah.
Those
man.
encounter cards.
You
Just
want to get
a-
those out there, Derek?
Yes. 1,
Thank you.
2, and
Halo.
3.
What's up, Brian?
Can allies only act or defend when you're in hero mode, or can they do it when you're also in alter ego?
Oh yeah, allies can also activate when you're in alter ego mode. They stay out on the board and they stay active in the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great question. All right, so starting with first player.
Flip up mine. Upgraded drones attached to
Oh,
the
that's what I was
Ultron
worried
drones
about.
environment. Each face down drone minion gets +1 attack and +1 hit point.
Oh, man.
Hero action, we could spend 3 of each resource type to discard this card. So I'll put this up
It's
here.
1 of each resource type, right?
Oh yes, what did I say? 3 of each.
Yeah.
I can't
It's
do
a-
numbers
my
today
my
either.
bad math
It's
is
rolling
spilling
over
over to
onto
you.
me.
Yeah.
So I think we need to get rid of this ASAP.
Well, it's lucky I have another vibranium in my hand.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that one's probably the scariest card in
Yeah.
the set because all of a sudden these things that were just so weak I could retaliate one and kill them. Now they have an extra hit point.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Android efficiency. I don't think we've seen this one yet. When revealed, each player puts a top card of their deck into play face down engage with them as a drone minion.
So hold on.
Oh, you got to cancel for that?
Maybe. Is that a treachery?
That is a treachery.
So we'll let people see it. We'll
Yeah,
let people
please.
see what Ultron was planning. So there you go. And this seems like it might be a good time to use enhanced spider senses, which I'm going to do. Here, oh, I'm not a hero. I'm not a hero.
Oh,
He
you're
doesn't-
not a
oh,
hero.
no!
Hero action.
So this is gonna happen.
So, yep,
Oh,
we're each going to get a
man.
drone minion.
Okay,
Okay, there it is.
that's fine.
Oh, I'm getting dangerously low on cards here.
All right. Well, that was fun. And now my
Nice one.
encounter card. It's my own eviction notice.
You're like all excited. I'm getting evicted, guys.
All right, so I can either exhaust Peter Parker to remove eviction from the game, or discard 1 card at random from my hand. This card gains surge. Discard this obligation. I wanted to recover health. Discard 1 card at random, and it gains surge. That's a tough choice, man.
Is it really though? I feel like you want to get rid of that. Just pay your rent, Peter Parker.
Yeah, I'll pay my rent.
Jeez.
All
Quit
right.
loafing.
Yeah. Rent paid. This is removed from the game.
Yep. Well done.
I have enough defensive options
All
to
right,
be
that's
fine.
it, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
This'll
All
pass.
right. Over here. That's right. Black Panthers first. Woo.
All right.
Okay, back to what do we went round 5? Mm-hmm. Boy. All right. Yep. This is a pretty challenging scenario. So to get rid of the upgraded drones, that's a hero action, and it's just spend. I don't have to exhaust.
It
Yes.
is,
Right.
yeah, just spin.
I am okay with that. Like I said, I have Vibranium in my hand, provides 2 resources I can choose independently for each one. So we're going to make that a physical and energy. There's a mental.
Nice.
No more upgraded drones.
That
Forget
is
that
great.
nonsense.
I'll get this
Yeah.
right there. Thank you.
Like I said, though, I'm going to have to switch back to Alter Ego. Let's see, what can I do in hero form before that, though? Let's see. Jessica Jones has 2 attack. We don't have a lot of side schemes at the moment.
No.
So I'm actually going to use her for her attack this turn because she's getting bored. She can hold her own in a fight, so she's going to get rid of that Ultron drone.
Sure. Don't forget your interrogation room.
Yeah. I'll get rid of those. Now, do either of you guys need help from my attack, or I could thwart for 2? Just try to keep it down. What are we at? Was it 16 or 11?
Whatever you want. I'm at 11.
Actually, what I see is 335.
That sounds right, yeah. I saw 533, so.
Caleb,
Yeah.
if someone defends for Black Panther, does retaliate still work, or is only when Black Panther is being attacked?
Once a character declares defender for another player, then they become the defender. So they're no longer being attacked. So it's when Spider-Man like swung in front of me there, retaliate on Black Panther won't trigger anymore because now Peter Parker is the defending character. Yeah. So yeah, what do you guys like? I could, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna just flip over and recover because I'm getting kind of low.
Yeah.
And
Been there.
So that's gonna get
Still
me up
there.
to. That's gonna get me up to 9 hit points. So I'll come back swinging next turn. But I also
Okay.
have the Golden City. No wait, I'm gonna do this in the right order. This is why I was so excited to switch back. Ancestral Knowledge. Go ahead and throw that up there. This is an alter ego action. I have to be T'Challa to play this card, and I'm gonna choose 3 cards in my discard pile. That's gonna be 3 copies of Wakanda Forever.
Oh boy.
So there's 1, 2.
All 3 different cards.
Oh no, that's right.
Oh
That is-
no.
Thank you for reading the card. I got so excited. Well, you know what? Vibranium's been doing some good stuff. So why don't I grab another one of those and Uno Mas. What do we need? Definitely Wakanda Forever. Definitely Vibranium. I suppose I could shuffle either Nick Fury or Mockingbird back in.
Yeah, both of those are really good options.
Mockingbird's so great the way she stuns.
Yeah, that helps a
enemy.
lot in this scenario.
Yeah. So hopefully these don't become drone minions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle and then I'm going to trigger my Golden City to draw 2 cards.
Nice.
See if I can get one of these to play right now. All right, that'll be 1, 2. See what we got. I did get Wakanda Forever, but I can't play it right now.
Oh, because you just, yeah.
Yep. However, if you don't need that helicarrier, I could do something pretty cool.
Sure. I can give you the
You
helicarrier.
want to do that? Boop. All right, check it out. So -1, I'm going to play Daredevil. For
right.
3, there's a Heroic Intuition and that Vibranium I just shuffled back in.
Yep. Already the coolest thing anyone's done this game.
All right, so there we got
Daredevil
Daredevil.
out there.
Yep. Why don't you go ahead and throw him up for people to
Yeah.
see? He's super good. 2 thwart, 2 attack, 3 hit points, and his response after he thwarts, deal 1 damage to an enemy. So I see a lot of little drones that he could start plinking off here as he's also thwarting.
Yes.
So why don't I go ahead and do that? Like we just talked about, I don't have to be in hero form for him to mix it up. So he'll take 1 consequential damage to remove 2 from the main. And since you helped me pay for him, let's hit one of your drones.
Thank you.
There we go. Now I'm done. Sorry, it's a little bit of a long turn over here.
Fine.
Oh, no worries. All right. So Peter Parker, despite the fact he's exhausted, can still give me a resource. He's gonna make another Spider Tracer. You gonna be doing some damage this turn? You gonna try and clear out your drones? What are you thinking?
So it's a tough decision. I could deal a lot of damage to Ultron.
Okay.
Do that.
Do that.
Do that. That's not even a choice.
I'm not even gonna tempt you. I'll put the Spider Tracer on my own minion, and if it stays there for a while, that's fine. I think we have some time.
Well, you could. Oh, that's right. You're exhausted. You can't flip back and hit
Yeah.
him right now.
Nope. I wish. Can I have multiple Indomitables on me?
Yes, you
If
can.
I just wanted
It's
to.
not a unique card.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do I want to discard to do it?
What's fun about that is then you can just defend. Have a big
Yeah.
turn where you just swing from place to place.
Oh boy.
It's actually one of my favorite moments in Infinity War. Spidey's swinging around catching all the Guardians, and Thanos is like throwing them around. He's like, oh no! Grabs that one too.
I'm gonna discard this back.
I think we talked about that
it'll
when
be
we
fine.
made the protection aspect.
Maybe, yeah.
We talked about that a little bit. I was nerding out a lot during the design process, so
All right.
could have been any time.
So I'm still. Next turn will be the turn.
It hurt me physically to watch you discard a backflip.
Really? I am fine.
Okay, all right.
I'll be okay. I'll be okay. This is all fine.
Cool.
That's gonna be my turn.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is flip, trigger my ability. Do you even lift? I'm going to deal 2 damage to an enemy. I could just knock that one out. Remove 3 threat from a scheme.
You could.
Yeah, I might do that. Let's just knock out that guy.
Okay.
Get rid of 3 threat.
Sure.
Seems good.
Pretty good.
Oops.
And then
And he also
I
won't
will,
scheme, which is nice.
Yes, that is good.
It's a genius.
I'm going to toss these 2 cards to put down my superhuman strength, which is what I had before. It's the +2 attack, and then after
Nice.
I attack, I get to stun the enemy. And then I will swing with She-Hulk for 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll deal 6 to
I
Ultron.
love it.
He's down to 16.
We're
And
getting there.
We're getting
We're
there.
closing in.
Ultron is stunned again.
Yes.
Keeping them stuns on him, and this gets discarded in the process. And I think that's my turn.
Cool.
Easy enough.
On to the villain phase.
All right,
After. I suppose.
ready up. I have some really good cards, but
3, 4,
I'm gonna discard this one.
I'm just looking at our different board states, and I like what it says about like how different every hero is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like She-Hulk's like, I got 1 card
Just
to
need
play.
one.
That's enough. Black Panther's over here with like all of Wakanda behind him.
So I just drew one of my best cards for this scenario, Ground
Okay.
Stomp. It's a 2 cost, hero action, deal 1 damage to each enemy. So if we get a
good.
board full of drones, I can just knock them out.
Nice.
immediately.
Awesome.
So.
And I just decked out,
That's
which
bad.
means I get to just shuffle my discard pile on my deck and keep playing. However, the penalty for decking out is I have to deal myself an encounter card.
Oh.
And I'll reveal that when I reveal my other one later this round.
Gotcha.
So we'll just keep playing, and I'll have my deck refreshed. But that's just one of the little things we put in there to sort of discourage people from flying through their deck too fast, trying to just hit the same 2 cards over and over.
Sure. You're about to take a lot of damage, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll take some. I'll definitely take some. So
How you doing for hit points?
I'm still at 8. I might even defend this turn. I might have to. That's okay though. So we go to the villain phase. Gonna drop 3 on here. That ability will trigger. Each of us gets place 2 threat on the main scheme or place a drone in front of us.
Let's take those drones. We're just gonna blow them up, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
Yeah.
just
Maybe that's a good time
knock
to
them all out next time. And then
So I have 3 Wakanda Forevers in my.
oh, that's good. It's going to be a productive turn. And then Ultron is going to activate. So T'Challa is out right now, so he's going to scheme.
Yep.
Scheming
Being
for-
stunned does not stop him from scheming.
2 plus
1. Oh no, sorry, it's a special. Choose to either spend a mental resource or put the top card of your deck into play face down, engaged with you as a drone.
Interesting. Yeah. I'm not scared of a drone.
Okay.
So he's gonna scheming for 2.
Yep.
That's 2 threat on the scheme, and I've got
Then each of
Another
those minions will
that's
scheme
right
for
2 more.
About 4 on there.
Okay. All right. Now he's gonna scheme for Mr. Parker.
Yes. Here's
2 plus-
2 plus 2 is 4.
4, and then that
Enough.
minion
You
will
just drop a
also-
5 on there,
Yeah.
because the
5
minion
on there.
schemes well.
Oh
It's adding up
boy.
quick.
We're up there, yeah.
Halfway.
Wait, did I just
We're
do that
at
proper?
18.
Oh, 18.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
That happens quick.
He's coming at me, but he's stunned.
Yes.
So that's good. So the stun token
But
goes
those-
away.
Effect, yeah.
But
No
those
boost
drones
card.
are not.
Take 3 damage in total, 1 from each of them. I'll just eat the damage. It's fine. I'll take it.
Boy, if that advanced drone thing was still out, that would really hurt.
That would have been bad.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're gonna deal out those cards. There's
Yep.
1 for me. Go ahead.
1 for me. 1
as
for
well.
you.
Now his deck's getting low too, so we might find out what the penalty for him decking out is in a minute.
Okay.
All right, so I got 2 cards this turn. First one is an advanced Ultron drone.
Okay.
So I have 3 drones engaged with me, and genetically enhanced.
Oh, great.
This is one of Titania's attachments. Attach the minion with the highest printed hit points if there are no mains in play against Surge. But the highest is the Advanced Ultron drone. This gets +3 hit points.
Oh,
It's 7 now.
This
that
is
hurts.
a genetically enhanced
That's
Ultron
great.
drone. That's just terrifying. That means he's probably lifting.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's to you, Derek.
All right, I have advance. One revealed the villain scheme.
Oh, okay.
Could have done without that.
Yeah.
Scheming for 2 plus his boost card.
Oh, sure. So it's going to be 3 and give the villain 1 additional boost card for this activation.
Uh-oh.
Titania's Fury.
3 plus.
3.
Oh,
Oh,
3
Oh my God! You just came for 6.
Wow.
Oh.
So he's at what? 15, 8, 21, 24 out of 30.
okay.
Change
Holy
out
smokes.
one of these.
We can stop him. You got 3 Wakanda forever.
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have my thwart.
God, I'm flipping up my card. Legal work. This is my obligation. Give to the Jennifer Walters player. You may flip to alter ego form. Choose. I can either exhaust Jennifer Walters and remove it from the game, or I can give the main scheme a +1 threat acceleration token. So
Don't do that.
if I do this, this will set on the main scheme. Once they're on there, they can't really come off.
Don't really come up.
And whenever at the beginning of the villain phase we place threat per player, this is going to add 1 to that. So instead of
Yeah.
placing 3 per player, we're going to place 4.
And legal
instead.
work will go back in the deck too.
That will go back in the deck too. So as much as it pains me, I gotta flip and exhaust.
Yep.
Yep.
Gotta do it.
Well,
So
they're
that
counting
will,
on you to represent them. They hired you as their attorney. You know. Now Ryan's gonna run over and fix this if you don't do it. For
Oh
him.
yes. Thank you.
There you go, Ryan.
Yep.
Love you, buddy.
And
Did we survive another round though?
I think so.
We did.
I don't
We
know if we're gonna go much longer. But
Yeah.
Maybe we can at least defeat his version 1.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. It's like
That's the trick. Yeah.
so
we're
you have
getting-
different modes of play, right? The standard mode is you have to defeat both version 1 and version 2. Expert mode is you start with version 2 and you have to defeat 2 and 3. But if you just want more of an intro experience, just a lighter experience, you can always just play against version 1.
Sure.
So, maybe just because you're new to the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just do. maybe we'll
We've
just
talked
do
about
version
this
one.
before.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
We
definitely
played this,
didn't
yeah.
look at the board state.
If we
and
beat
think that we
version
might
1,
lose
we've
if we don't go
essentially
on.
won at that point. So
All right. Well, I want to survive till we get to that point, so I have to kind of take a lighter turn here.
remember, I can wipe out all of the drones.
Yes.
But I do have to flip first before I can do that because
Right.
it's a hero action.
Sure.
So,
Peter Parker.
do you have any spider tracers? I think you used them all, didn't you?
I did. That would be nice. What I can do is use Peter Parker's ability to generate a resource and play some first aid. I am going to use this on myself.
That's not a bad plan,
Yeah.
actually.
So I'm going to
That's
go
pretty solid.
6. There we go. That seems like a nice...
Yeah, and while you guys are playing, I'm gonna go ahead and do my golden city
Yeah.
trick again.
Go for it.
Draw up, see what I can do.
What else can I do? Gosh. Yeah, I'm going to recover for 3 more.
So I could let you guys know right now I have Mockingbird in my hand, so I could play her out, stun Ultron this turn.
Okay. And then I'm actually going to try and help out, and I'm going to flip back to Spider-Man.
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5. These. Does anyone need my helicarrier this turn?
Not if you need it.
I think I'm going to use
Yeah,
it.
I don't think I can use it.
I'm going to give Spider-Man an armored vest to
Nice.
an additional
great.
defense.
Yeah, especially with all those Indomitables out there. You're
Yes,
looking at 3 defenses of 4.
Yes. So
That's awesome.
I can protect anyone who needs it.
All right. On my turn, I will flip to She-Hulk. Even though I'm exhausted, I can still trigger her responsibility.
Yeah,
So I'm going to
you can
deal
still
2 damage. So that's got 7 hit points.
Yeah, I forgot about that guy. Well, let's see. I'm going to hit him for 1. I can hit him for 6.
I
See,
can
if you
deal
hit
2
him-
to him right now.
That'd be great.
Okay,
That's great.
I'll ping him for 2.
I like that teamwork. That's really for me. That's the fun. The really fun moments are the moments where you can imagine, like She-Hulk and Black Panther teaming up together.
And then I'm going to toss my 2 focused rages to play down Ground Stomp.
There it
Hero
is.
action. This
Yes.
is the one I was talking about. Deal 1 damage to each enemy. So
Boom.
they're just all gone.
Get it?
Including Ultron. All right.
Yep, he takes
All
1
right.
as well.
Yep.
And that little gnome dude.
And this guy too. That's awesome.
15.
That's
my
good.
discard pile. And because I'm exhausted, I can't attack. I have one more card in my hand, but I can't do much with it, so I'm going to finish my turn.
I just realized in this moment that Energy Daggers also hits the villain when I do that.
Oh, it does?
I had only done he has at least one more damage.
All right, yeah, sure.
I want every little contribution.
It really
from that.
does. It's very helpful.
I feel better now. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Well, I have 2 allies in play, but that leaves room for one more. I have up to 3. So, like I said, I want to get Mockingbird on the table.
Stun
And
Ultron.
that's going to cost me 1, 2, 3 resources. So I'm actually only be able to play 1 Wakanda Forever this turn. But I'll have more for next turn. Yep, so we'll stun Ultron. And I could just do a whole lot of I guess. Let's see.
And we need it.
Yep, so I'm going to flip back to Black Panther. And Daredevil always thwarts. Don't even have to think about it. Let's take...
And then deal 1
Pain.
damage to an enemy.
Actually, hold on. Let me do this in different order.
Okay.
Let me do this in different order. I forgot about this guy here. So let's Wakanda Forever. So there I want to play it, and I'm going to have to pay for it with another one. And let's see. To take this guy out, it's going to work. So first we'll do 1 damage to him and Ultron with the Energy Daggers.
Now, guard isn't stopping the AoE stuff.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Gosh, yeah. There's just not a really great way to do this. Actually, there probably is. I'm too tired to figure it out. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. We'll do 2 to this guy next with the claws. That's 6, and then Vibranium Suit. I'm gonna heal 2. So from 9 to 11, I'm back to full health.
Nice.
That actually wasn't bad.
Yeah.
And that'll finish this guy off.
That's solid.
Okay. I was hoping to hit Ultron with that attack, but I'll have to be satisfied with the 1. However, I get another minion. That's where I wanted Daredevil to jump in. So he will 2, like I wanted to do before, 2 thwart, and then he'll plink this guy.
Nice.
So no more minions engaged with me. And now we need to do more thwarting. So Black Panther has a thwart of 2. We'll take 2 more. And Mockingbird will take 1.
Down to 19.
Yeah, and Jessica Jones is tapped out. If I use her again, she will disappear. So I'm going to leave her on the table for the time being. But that wasn't bad. That was 5 threat we removed.
I didn't think we'd make it through this
I
next
think
round.
we're all
I think we
we're all
will.
going to end the turn in hero form as well. So
Yes.
he's not going to scheme for nearly as much.
Yes.
So was that it? Was I last player?
I think so, yeah.
Yes. Yep.
All right. So we'll refresh and draw back up.
5.
Keep this card and draw 3.
Oh, I did kill a minion. Interrogation.
Oh,
I did
yeah,
one more
yeah.
thing, too.
There you go.
See, I told you
6.
to bring that card.
Yeah, the 2 times you guys let me do it.
So he schemes.
So at first he'll place threat on there equal to the number
Yeah,
of players.
it's not exactly the same.
It's
as-
not the same.
as
Yeah,
scheme.
scheming is
Yep.
the boost. Yeah.
He'll drop that.
But it makes the 3, and there's really nothing we can do about that at the moment because I
Sure.
don't have interrupt to play.
I'm not Jennifer Walters.
Now he wants to attack you, but he's
Can't.
stunned.
Yeah.
So instead he's going to attack She-Hulk, so we're going to deal him a boost.
So I am low.
Yeah.
You have 2 Indomitables.
I figured I would be
I appreciate
defending
it.
this
I
turn.
appreciate it. So
So Spider-Man has a defense of 4 because of his armored vest.
that's awesome.
So he is going to defend.
And we're going to flip over that boost card.
Hopefully.
Oh,
that-
hold on, time out. Sorry,
Oh.
we missed that trigger. I apologize.
Oh, yep.
yeah.
After
We're so
placing,
excited to see.
that's what I always get.
Yeah, I think we're
wanna
each
see
getting
that
a
boost.
minion, aren't we?
Yeah, everybody gets a minion. Yeah.
Everyone gets
Yeah,
them.
which means you would have... oh, no, we're still on him.
So I was taking 1 from the minion.
One.
Fine.
And then Ultron comes after.
Then Ultron comes after you, and I'm defending. This is his boost card. It is 1 and a special boost. That's 3, and then 1 revealed. Ultron heals 2 damage for each drone minion engaged with you. If no damage was healed this way, as Arcane Surge.
It's just 1 damage, isn't it? Heals 1
That's the
damage.
boost ability.
Oh, the boost ability.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
It was 1 damage for each drone engaged.
That's not
So
bad.
he heals up 1,
Yes.
I'll just interrogate him again.
and he hits you for what is it?
It would have been 3, but
3,
I
you
defended
defended
it
for
all.
4.
And
And
I'm
now
actually...
you can use Indomitable.
Yes, I was going to use Indomitable.
And bring it back up.
Boop. And I can also counterpunch him.
Nice.
So it's going to deal 2 damage to him.
Nice.
So
That's
that
really good. And then my little minion will hit me for 1, which I can take. 1's okay. And then he's coming after you, Caleb.
And so he'll get that last boost card.
yes.
Uh-oh.
So that's gonna mean he decks out. So we're gonna.
I was talking about this thing before.
Yeah, why don't you tell him about what happens when he
Put it up
decks
there.
out?
Might be hard to see.
Oh no.
But So like I was saying before, there are these threat acceleration tokens. Some effects can put them in the game, but the most common way for them to come in is when the villain runs out of cards in their deck. Whenever that happens, you place one of these on the main scheme. So it just kind of progresses his scheme a little bit faster. And like I said before, at the beginning of the villain phase, when we place threat on there per player, we're also going to place one additional one.
Yeah.
So 4 each round.
Puts a little timer on the game. We're starting to feel the pressure a little more.
Would you like me to defend?
I think you might as well. Let's
Yeah.
see if we can't rally to defeat Ultron 1 on our next
Yep.
turn.
10 damage, I think we
Call
can
it,
do
call it a game.
I
there.
think we can do it.
Yeah, sounds good to me. So I will defend here. That's 4 defense. I'm gonna flip this guy. Boost is a special ability. Choose to either defend. What is this? What do you call this?
That's a physical?
Physical resource,
Yeah.
or put the top card of your deck into play face down, engaged with you as a drone minion. Is this asking me or you?
Yeah, that would be asking me, right?
Yep.
Actually, I don't remember. I'd like to see you have to resolve it when he becomes the defender, or is it still me?
I believe you're the one to do it.
Okay.
You're the
cool.
one? Okay.
Then I'll just go ahead and spend a physical because I don't think I'm going to need it on my next turn.
Sure.
So I won't take the minion, and you won't take any damage,
I'm an Indomitable.
and you're ready.
Nice.
Awesome. Now we just have to deal out the cards.
Yep. Who's first player? Me.
Yep. I did the same thing last year. I was like looking for the first one right here.
Okay. Oh, did you take a damage from that guy?
Yes, I'll take one and I'll retaliate, and he's
Oh, yeah, sure.
toast. Yep, I'm down to 9.
And also, Ultron's ability will trigger his forced response after he attacks.
Oh, right, as
He
another
attacks you.
drone.
Yeah, you
I'll
can-
take that one too.
Okay.
And I'm down to 9.
Yep.
And retaliating
Knocked
still.
out. Yep.
Yep. Nice. All right, my encounter card is the Advanced Ultron Drone. We've seen this guy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's gonna make it hard for you to hit him next turn.
Yes. Oh, man. I had a plan, too.
Caught off guard. This is mean. When revealed, discard an upgrade or support you control. If no cards were discarded this way, this card gains Surge.
That.
That is entry, yes.
All right, well, luckily, I'm in hero form. And I don't think we're going to be playing
You know,
too much
honestly
longer.
though, that's just gonna discard your +1 attack.
Yeah.
Are we gonna miss
Do we
that?
need that?
I mean,
If
that's
we
what
wanna
I was
try
going
and
to say.
beat
I can deal 7.
You can
Somebody
deal
else
7?
can do 7 with that, 6 without it.
Oh, okay, that's not that
Yeah,
big
I
of a
mean, I'm
deal.
looking at a bunch of damage.
Okay,
I can do
that's
right
fine.
here.
I'll get rid of it then.
Just in case this one's a game ender.
Okay,
let's
sure.
Hold on, let's
okay,
hold
okay.
on to that
Fair
cancel.
enough. Fair enough.
So
Yeah.
I'll discard that one for me if you would. Thank you. And that, my combat training, my sweet, sweet combat training is discarded.
And under attack. When revealed, each player chooses. Yeah, why don't we go ahead and throw it? Chooses to either place 2 threat here or 3 damage to their hero. So this is
Oof.
another side scheme.
Jeez. And is that the crisis icon?
Yep.
Yeah. Can't
But-
remove threat from the main scheme.
Doesn't really matter. We're just trying to.
Yeah, we're just going to go,
trying to
go
fight
for them,
Ultron.
so
Yeah.
as long as we beat them before.
Let's just let's see. How's everyone doing on hit points?
I have 4.
I
You
got.
should probably not take 3 damage then. You
Yeah.
just throw 2 extra threat on there.
That could be.
I can take 3. I'll drop me down to 6. So that's 5 so far. What are you at?
I'm at 8.
Drop down to 5.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
drop
So we'll
down
throw.
5.
There'll be a total of 5 threat on there.
2 on there.
No, it goes on that one.
Oh, on that one, sorry.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I wanted to make it harder for
Oh,
us.
okay. Just wanted to-
plus the normal.
There you go.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Cool. And then we pass the first player token.
There we go. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go after Ultron. I will swing for 3 and deal 3 damage to him, so he's down to 7, and then I'll discard these 2 cards and do a Haymaker, which deals 3 damage to an enemy, so he's down to 4.
Nice.
That is my turn.
All right.
Well, I'll just do this old school then. I have Wakanda Forever in my hand, but I think I'll just give Daredevil the satisfaction of
Nice.
just hitting him straight out. And then Jessica Jones, I think, might just finish him off.
All right.
So there's
Ultron's
4
dead.
damage.
Nice.
We go.
Awesome.
Okay. So if we
teamwork.
if we were continuing on at this
Yes.
point, we would actually just defeat version 1.
Yes.
And
that
then we'd
is-
have to face version 2.
So this is half the game.
He has the same interrupt as version 1. He just has slightly more scheme and a few more hit points.
A few more hit points.
Yeah.
He had 17 in version 1. Or 17 per player. This one he has 22 per player.
Yeah,
That's more than a few more hit
Tomatoes,
points.
tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
That's brutal. So yes, we barely survived that, and that was about half of what you normally do. You could end there if you really wanted to.
Yeah, like I said, that's
Yeah.
a legit way to play the game. If you're looking for just a shorter, more just condensed experience, if you don't have that much time to play through the whole thing, kind of like we're doing today, that can be a really satisfying way to let's just play version 1.
And then going the other way, if you're crazy and hardcore, you can throw in a bunch of modular encounter sets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so hopefully that was a nice little look at Marvel Champions, one of the harder versions of Marvel Champions. I'm glad we were able to do that.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
We did pretty well. I mean,
Yeah.
had we continued, I would have been curious to see how it finished,
Sure.
because we were definitely starting to feel it.
Was 30 the end of the game? Would that be the end, or was there one more above that?
Yeah, there's one more main scheme stage. It's
Okay.
stage 3. Box, you want to throw it up there?
Oh, sure, yeah,
The B side of stage 3 is actually kind of exciting because he actually gets control then of the facility, but he has to like crack the mainframe or whatever to gain control of the missiles.
Countdown
So-
to oblivion.
Yeah. So what I like about this one is it actually says like threat cannot be removed from that stage.
You just have to beat them before.
So once you
man.
get there, it is literally a countdown.
Sure.
Like, you are just running out of time.
Sure.
Yeah, and that one's 5 per player. So it's the center stage of this one is as you saw, like the real meat of the scenario. But the last one is like, oh boy, you haven't got him yet? Well, now you're really under pressure.
Sure. I see some questions in the chat. I will say right now, we
Yeah.
can't really speak to any future products at the moment. Like I said earlier, if you're interested in Green Goblin, keep an eye on the website today. There are a couple questions in here. Have you guys ever beat Ultron?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay,
we did it
okay.
before.
Okay.
It
Oh,
takes a
sure.
little bit, but you
Oh,
can
yeah, just
definitely
no one
do it.
saw it. You
Yeah,
guys
like-
beat him, but no one saw it.
No, we definitely. One of the things that we did was to make sure that we played all 3 scenarios that come in the box with the deck provided in the box to make sure that they all provide a really good experience and that they're all defeatable. So this one is a little bit harder and a little bit longer than the other 2, and of course that varies with the number of players that you have.
Sure.
3 players, when we're all taking time to describe our actions and what we're doing,
Yeah.
it's going to feel a little longer than just sitting down and playing casually with a friend and just kind of tearing right through it.
For sure. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I also kind of handicapped us a little bit. I chose not to draw from Spider Sense a bunch.
I didn't even think about that.
But
It
no,
was on Ultron's team the entire time.
that was awesome. Thank you guys so
Yeah.
much for joining me,
Oh,
and thank you guys for watching. We stream new content every Tuesday, Thursday. If you're interested in checking that out, be sure to subscribe, hit the little bell icon beneath the video on YouTube. Next Tuesday, we're checking out Arkham Horror Final Hour, so another big announcement from Gen Con. We can check that out and have some fun there. It should be a very quick stream, hopefully under an hour. Thanks to Carolina Game Tables for providing us with this lovely play space.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Links are in the description below. Have a great day.